Hi, good day. My name is OT, and I want to introduce Neon Sentinel. So Neon Sentinel, once you get into the game, it's a hero shooting, endless shooting game. So you have two options: either to connect your wallet or to play as anonymous. And for this demo, we would be playing as anonymous. Yeah, so when you click on Play as Anonymous, you're told what the game is about, which just shows you what you're supposed to do. So basically, you're a Neon Sentinel, a security program built to fight the corruption known as the Swarm. And every layer you enter gets deeper, darker, and more deadly, and you get to enter the grid. So when you're in the grid, you could either view the Hall of Fame, you could check your profile, you can adjust the settings. There's a market, and you can log in to connect your wallet, right? So to start playing, you click the start game. You could either use your arrow keys on your desktop, or you could, if you're on mobile, then you'd have to like use the key buttons that are made possible. And in Neon Sentinel, there are several kernels, but these kernels will be activated when you've played the game from time to time. So the more you play the game, the more you'd be able to unlock more kernels that give you more power ups, which you'd use to like increase your points during the runs and also for you to make gameplay easier for you. So there's also weekly leaderboards, and there's also the system depth, where in the system depth you get to see more measures and more new layer levels that you unlock as you go on. Then there's the champions. So champions are the top players on the weekly basis, monthly basis, and also on the yearly basis. And yeah, so we're going to move straight into the gameplay so you get a feel of how the gameplay is. Yeah, so we're starting the game now. And when you're starting the game, you get to see where what arrow keys you can use your arrow keys to move and your space bar to shoot. So let's start the game. And yeah, so in the game, you have to shoot and try to kill as much of the enemies as possible. Um, yeah, so here I am just shooting. We keep on shooting till we get to. So there are a bunch of like power ups and stuff you can pick along the way. Um, this the purple orbs are kind of like life points, which kind of like increase your life throughout your gameplay. And yeah, you see now I've been able to add more lives and I'm unlocking achievements the more I'm playing. This is in a bit to keep the users engaged with the game, so they always have things that keeps them playing the game. And now here is the boss, a graduation boss, and when you pass a graduation boss, you get to advance into the next layer. So the graduation bosses are usually tough to beat, so but then I'm kind of like a pro at the game already. So yeah, when your graduation bosses go, you get more life orbs, and but then there are also newer enemies that pop up. So it's kind of like getting tougher the more you go into the game. But you'd have to keep on snagging more upgrades as you go, so you actually stand a strong chance of winning the game. So I guess I'll stop collecting health orbs now, so I can demonstrate what happens when you lose, because this is an endless shooting, and we might actually play this for like forever. Yeah. So there are also like different prestige levels. You get more prestige levels you the more you pass different layers, right? So the more layers you pass, the more prestige levels that you get, right? Um, yeah. So we just let's see how the game goes, and I want my character to lose now. I'm gonna pause this recording till when my character has lost. Okay, so we're back now. We have just little life here, as you can see, and our character is dead. So if I've got coins, I get to revive my character with one coin. And when I revive, you see that I have some life and I can still try to like make some movements and try to win. But then if my gameplay is bad, I die again, and then the cost of revival also increases. So I want you to pay attention to the revival coins, because these are kind of like what runs the economy behind the game, right? So we get to go back to the menu, and in the menu now, you could come over to the Hall of Fame, where you get to see different um, leaderboards, where we have the score champions, there's the all-time records, and there's also the weekly distance. So remember, your points refresh every week, right? You get to have either the champion skin or your regular skin, and on the profile, you get to see your stats, you get to see your survival times, and all those stuff. There's also a couple of achievements you can unlock. And now for the heroes, each heroes have their own power-ups which you can unlock as time goes on. So most of them require a certain amount of points before you're able to unlock them. With time, we'd be able to embed the economics of the game, where you could use your coins to unlock some of these things beforehand. You get to also come into the game with different power-ups. As you go on, there are different like power-ups that come up, like the bombs and the invisibility and the god mode. All this stuff gets to be unlocked the more you go. Here in the settings, we have like different ways for you to manage the difficulty level as well as the visual levels. And at any point in time the user wants to log in so he can become part of the leaderboards, then they would have to log in and connect with their wallet, right? And yeah, so this is Neon Sentinel. And thank you very much. So on the marketplace, you could buy more coins. These coins, so this is just like a simulated stuff, but like you just get to buy more coins, and these coins is still part of what makes like the economy of the game to keep on moving. And so we're so what we are trying to visualize with Neon Sentinel is people trying to have the highest points across leaderboards, and getting more coins, paying for more power ups, paying for more skins, paying for different kernels, different things just to upgrade in order to increase their chances of having high points on the leaderboard. And with time, there could also be like challenges. So there are like different multiple streams involved with Neon Sentinel. And yeah, so this is Neon Sentinel. Thank you very much.